After 2 games in the Commentator Cup, Real MC is tied for first with Futbol United, and BC Fumetas has the chance to stump that progress and get back into the race. I'm your host, Hayden, alongside Shane. We'll be calling and commentating this game as Real MC will be kicking us off here. We are underway. First shot, not really getting anything on both sides. That front pin coming into hand for Real MC, and Diego able to do his clear out of that corner clear is what I like to call it. Right?
Yeah, he does that a lot. He's definitely been an influence in the clearing department for other teams. 100%.
Agreed, and especially when you're in that tight. Oh, I thought that one was going to go. Had a good lane.
Just off the left post.
Sammy seems to be coming out a little bit more controlled pace than when he played you, would you say?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, even in that game, he did show a lot of control, and he basically took that whole game over with that control.
True, he did dominate, but had that fast, just I'm shooting pace. He seems to be more on that club shicey pace, which we saw in Biñholiga season 1. Where I'm gonna be cold and calculate. Yes, and we are scoreless here through the first minute of play, as no one's really. Oh, there we go. Someone is getting into an advantage position there, though, as Sammy gets into that offensive zone there.
Very good clear.
And that center defensive mid coming into play for both teams there. Sammy unable to use the wall there. Another good clear from BC Fumetas. Now, like we've said, no one really able to get great shots, but Sammy had a few chances in on getting in the zone there again, and we got to see if BC Fumetas will come in response. Minute and 30 in. Trying your pop shot, but will be Jinx Yo Minnesota. That is going to be a yellow card, my brother. Yes, if you, I was going to say, if you hit that just a little bit off, you're going to be paying for that for a little
100%,
bit.
Especially off the nail, that definitely leaves a mark.
Agreed. And you think that's what maybe Tropical City avoids when they switch hands, Aiden? We saw that in season 1 too.
The wear and tear on the finger throughout the game. I mean.
For sure. I mean, we were all there as kids when you just fire at a marble and it's like, ooh, that one left a good sting.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Nothing major. I mean, you do it enough, you're going to leave that little bruise where it hurts for a few days. That's actually was something I was worried about with this game when we first got it. But I think when you develop your shooting to be more of just like a push flip than a wind up
smack.
Yeah, you use the slap shot when you need to.
Seems to be very effective in your game, as we saw.
Agreed, and I definitely relied on the ball rattling through, and no one's really taken too many risks. Diego almost got one to go there, but getting into the zone now, and I believe I heard him whisper that this game had sucked, and you know what, it is scoreless through 3 minutes, but not too much action. I would agree with him on that.
You think that's why we've gotten on track so many times?
Might have blundered his clearing attempt and giving Sammy a chance, doesn't capitalize.
I mean, these two brothers, they clearly know each other's game very well, so they're doing a great job at not allowing each other to score.
I mean, they're definitely putting the clamps on each other.
100%. 100%.
That's even possible with Biñholiga, but I would say we finally hit the icebreaker.
I was going to say right off the bat, but not even.
A quiet one through the lane. 1-0 BC Fumetas.
And he gets it right back.
So we're going to have those canceled, but at least we have some action for you. Please don't click off.
Now, we do have to mention in the history of our league, BC Fumetas is 0-2 against his brother, Real MC.
Indeed.
Do you think that gives him a little extra motivation? I know this Commentators Cup is just preseason, it's an exhibition game, but do you think that always gives him a little bit more drive going into this game to get that first W against his brother?
I mean, I think obviously being in the Commentator Cup, you want to play to be the best commentator, but when you go home and you're sharing a room with one of your biggest rivals, you want the bragging rights. So exactly. I think what you're calling on there is 100% right as we're approaching the back end of this game. We are 4 minutes and 20 seconds in. Definitely light up to that, baby. Don't do drugs, kids. Diego able to get that one into the zone again. And he's been able to get that one down into what I would call the crease area. Not really a crease in soccer, but we would call
Goalie
that
box.
the goalie box, you know? Yeah. And he's been able to get a couple now, and we haven't seen as much from Real MC as he started that game more hot, getting more advantage.
Yes, he did come out aggressive in the first half of this game, but
oh, and he's going to be able to
one.
flip the lead with 2 minutes to go at the 2-minute warning. Diego trying and fanning on that top shot again. That one off the post. Maybe that side in, but very close. And I think if Diego just keeps his pace high, he should be able to match Sammy. We might be coming down to an overtime one like we saw between Diego and I last match.
hopefully that overtime is not as long as it took to get the first goal.
That is
But
true.
you never know.
That is true. But we are at 2-1 with 1:30 to go in regulation. Stoppage, we're definitely going to see some, but I'm just hoping it isn't mind-numbing as that start of the game.
Trying to get that precision strike from Sammy.
I mean, Diego just getting stopped by that front pin. Sammy responding by Diego's left center mid, and now just trading back and forth in the wide areas with 1 minute to go in regulation. 4 stoppages. Is that a double touch or no, Shane?
I didn't see it. He might have hit the pin.
But ball doesn't lie. If anything, we have a 3-1 lead now. And Real MC is a little bit worried with the technical difficulties from the scoreboard. It is now electronic than the pins. But nonetheless, 40 seconds to go, and he's starting to run away with this one. Will we see a response from Big Bro? That one just off the pin?
And that would be
That
a
would
red
have been
card.
a crazy snipe, though, had that gone in. That was a beautiful chance.
You get this flip red.
Calling it in the air. He calls the red.
Because he knew I was going to call.
They both called the red.
Yeah, I was a little confused. I was like, wait, is Sammy now taking it? Did he just steal the call from him?
Yeah, I wanted the red. I wanted that one. Anyway.
And Diego will remove his right wing back.
And he gets
And just like Big Bro last game, Little Bro will be able to get it right off the red card as we are transitioning to stoppage. Probably going to do, say, 30 seconds.
30 second stoppage time seems seems appropriate.
Seems appropriate, definitely. We have a 5-1 game exploding just in that
The
last
final
few minutes. Yeah. And will Real MC be able to really put it away, or will we see a march back with some pride here for Diego? We gotta get some stats on the board maybe, and milk is
We have about 5 seconds left in extra time. I don't know if that's going to
I don't think so, and I think this one will be a draw. 5-1 last shots. And they definitely are
They were
there.
fighting after the
He rainbowed that one, but a 5-1 finish. Real MC just trying to run away with that first place spot in the Commentator Cup, trying to lock up a place in the finals. If they win their next game, they will be clinching a spot. They have 6 points. Cujo's right behind them with 3, and if Baked Vinos and BC face off next, they will be able to tie break that bottom position.
Yes, and Real MC he's undefeated at this point through 2 games, and going to the next game, he's gonna have a lot to show for it. He's got a lot of people biting at his neck right now.
Yeah, he's the team to beat. It's the hot hand, and he comes out firing every game. Phenomenal to watch. This one was a little slow. Didn't really jive too well in the first 3 minutes. But
Slow until the 6th minute.
Yeah,
5th, 6th minute.
Exactly. We started to see it go. But thank you for tuning in to the 3rd game of the Commentator Cup. We will have the next one coming. Be sure to catch it there.